This is a podcast from Torvine Voluntary Alliance. Hello, I'm Patrick Downs. Welcome to Word from the Third, where we'll be taking a look at all the big stories and news from the third sector here in Torvine. So today on Word from the Third, we're out and about. I'm in a very grey, wet, very windswept location. It is Forgeside Rugby Club. I've been joined today by Geraint, and we're going to talk about the community gardens. Good morning, Geraint.
Good morning, how are you?
It may be wet, grey and raining, but it doesn't matter, does it? Yeah?
No, it doesn't. In fairness, it is a bit wet today, but there's still a lot of life about. There's still a lot of things coming up, growing. But yeah, it's not as windy as normal, so that's the main thing.
So tell me a little bit about the community garden. How did it come about?
So basically, as a rugby club, we decided the way we stood now in the middle of the garden was wasteland originally. We decided we needed to clean it up. It was 6 foot of brambles, so we set about clearing it up around COVID time and lockdown. So we cleared it all through, and once it was back to sort of grassland, we looked and thought, what should we do with it now? So we decided to give something back to the community, create a community garden. From our initial idea of a couple of raised beds, everything sort of exploded from there then. We were sort of lucky enough to win a competition with the BBC One Show and the Royal Horticultural Society, and then they built us this fabulous garden that we're in at the moment. From there then, that's moved on again in working with Keep Wales Tidy. We've then extended it to a more allotment style garden as well further down, and we're currently on phase 3 now of raised beds of our growing basically.
So you say phase 3, how many phases are there exactly?
Well, at the moment it's endless. We probably can go. I would say we could probably get another probably 10 maybe more raised beds. It's as and when people want them. Basically, we get them made up and get them set up for them.
So, what difference do you think having a community garden makes to Forgeside?
With Forgeside. It was obviously a whole mining village and the works as well. All the houses around here haven't got any gardens themselves. They've all got yards, so no one's got anywhere that they can sort of grow or just be out in the nature. So basically, people now are coming here having a plot of land themselves, and then they're actually now growing their fruit, vegetables, lettuce, and all sorts, and that's them actually using that and eating that, and sort of enjoying being outside and in the wildlife.
Kind of making it very sustainable, which is pretty much a very big buzzword at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I know that obviously the cost of living crisis and everything like that, and like food poverty is quite high in the area. So it's giving people access to that land now where they can actually grow their own.
You mentioned there about Keep Wales Tidy. Now, what involvement do they have with the project?
So Keep Wales Tidy, we applied with them for a gardening pack, a gardening and growing pack. So they've now supplied us with another greenhouse, water butts, some more tools, and sleepers and soil to sort of build phase 2, which is what we're sort of looking at now. The area with all the beds. All those beds now have been taken by local people from the village and Blaenhaven. So that's all now this spring sort of being planted, and we'll start growing now, and then everyone can sort of have that then come harvest.
What do you think is the most enjoyable aspect of what you do? I know we're here today, it's raining, it's windy, but there is a flip side to that, isn't there?
When the weather is nice, it is good. But probably the enjoyable thing is like last weekend there was a couple of kids up here, and they were with their parents, and they were planting bulbs and flowers, and it's seeing people actually come up and just use what was wasteland, what was rubbish. It was a bit of a mess here. So seeing the actual people come over and just enjoying themselves, and families coming in and using the pizza oven and having parties over here, and that it's just seeing that the area being used for what it should be.
Hang on a second. Pizza oven. Where's the pizza? Oh, there's a pizza oven there. Oh, nice. Okay. I'm going to have to come up here in the summer. You realise that, don't you?
Yeah.
Right, if I could grant a wish for the community garden, what would that be?
I suppose the wish is just that we become self-sustained. We sort of what we grow, we are able to sort of turn that into like a, I don't know, sort of some sort of monetary value, and then we could sort of buy more seeds, more plants ready for next year, and then sort of every year that it just keeps on growing. Pardon the pun, obviously, and just getting bigger and bigger year on year.
So how can people get involved with the garden?
The garden's always open, so you can pop up any time. We're on social media. There'll soon be signs going up with all our contact details. But basically, there's normally people here on a Saturday for sure. If you just pop up and speak to somebody and just come along, basically, and just try it.
Geraint from Forgeside Community Garden, thanks for talking to us today.
Thank you very much, thanks.
And don't forget, if you want to contact TVA, Torvine Voluntary Alliance, for anything regarding the third sector here in Torvine, get in touch regarding funding, volunteering, any kind of support or governance. info@tvawales.org.uk. You can also find us on social media, on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter at TVA Wales, or of course on the website. It's all there at tvawales.org.uk. This podcast is produced by TVA, Torvine Voluntary Alliance.